Hi there and welcome to this bonus episode of the Gazette's Hockey Inside Out Show. I'm Stu Cowan of the Gazette and I'm joined by my regular partners here, former Canadiens teammates and 1986 Stanley Cup champs, Chris Nilan and Rick Green. Well, Rick, Michael Hage, the defense prospect with the Canadiens, first round pick. His season at the University of Michigan is going to extend to the Frozen Four tournament, which runs from April 9th to the 11th. Do you think he joins the Canadiens after that tournament is over, Rick?
I think you have to give him serious consideration to, be part of that mix, providing he can get some ice time. I mean, the scenario of bringing a guy in and not giving him a taste of, what he needs to do, how he needs to perform, is not fair. I don't know whether they've considered, bringing him into Laval before that, but I think that his talent has shown that he's very skilled. He's a guy that can make things happen, and maybe the opportunity to bring him in and give him a chance to play a little bit. Why not? Why not do it and see how he responds?
I'm thinking if the Habs have clinched a playoff spot earlier before the end of the season, it might make it easier to bring him in for a couple of games without having that added pressure on him. But Knuckles, what do you think? Is he better coming to play for the Canadiens, which would also burn off the first year of his NHL entry-level contract, or maybe go down to Laval and play there?
Yeah, listen, do you burn off that first year of your contract? Is he looking to leave Michigan? Do we know that? No. Might he feel like he wants another year there? I don't know. You see a lot of guys, they play 1 year of college hockey and they turn pro, So to burn that year, does the team want him to burn that year? They have some signings they're going to have to do here pretty soon, and one of them being Demidov. Is Demidov going to take that $7.5 million deal that Suzuki and Caulfield took? I know the cap's going up, and it's great to have these entry-level contracts because you get a little more time, and you can make some adjustments to fit in under that cap. So it's interesting. If he wants to leave school, he leaves school, he comes here. You got to give him a taste, I think, of the American Hockey League before he comes here to just make some adjustments. And then, or do you just throw him into the fire here? Because he can skate. It's not like you're going to go down there and is he going to learn anything down there, or would be better off here? That's all up to management and coaching staff, certainly. But, we'll see.
Yeah, I'd sort of be surprised if he doesn't turn pro. 2 years there and then led the World Junior Tournament in scoring this season. Also, he's bulked up. That's one of the reasons the Canadiens wanted him to go to Michigan. He was kind of skinny when they first drafted him. He's up to like 199 pounds now. Rick, there's been talk, Kent Hughes was trying to make some moves before the trade deadline. Didn't work out. A lot of talk about how the Canadiens could use another top six big forward or another big defenseman who shoots right. Do you see Kent Hughes considering maybe moving Michael Hage in a trade this offseason, or do you think he's maybe an untouchable?
No, I wouldn't consider that. I think that the upside of Hage, from what we're hearing and what we've seen, is tremendous, and he's the kind of guy that fits the mold, if you will, of what they have going on with the organization. And unless there was something that came his way that was really a wow type of deal, you have to stay on the same path of developing your group, drafting well, and bringing in quality people, and they've done such a great job at doing that. And I don't predict them to do anything that doesn't make a lot of sense moving forward on a long-term process to have a good group of guys for a long period of time.
Yeah, listen, Stu, that again, we know for years here they've been looking for center icemen. You don't move a guy like this.
No. You can never have too many center icemen, right? Well, Knuckles, I know when you came up through the university ranks, and back then it was more rare for university guys to get into the NHL. You must love to see what's happened with USA Hockey program. I mean, Hage is a Canadian kid, but also just the NCAA route. And now, I mean, a lot of the top players in the NHL are coming from that route. How did taking that route help you? and what do you how just your thoughts on how the NCAA programs have grown over the years?
How did it help me? It was the only route I could take. It's the only route that was there for me. There was no other route. So it just fortunately worked out for me. The college route really didn't help my fighting career at all, except off the ice, but not on the ice. Listen, yeah, it was just, you know, going up the levels in hockey and adjusting to each level from when I played minor hockey to high school hockey, to prep school for a year, and then up to college, and then from college off to the American Hockey League, and adjusting to that. And I was able to make those adjustments at every level and kind of up my game somewhat. And certainly the fighting helped me get there. There's no question. That's, after my first fight in the American League, I had an NHL contract. Hello. How'd I get my foot in the door? That's how I got my foot in the door. And then showing them that, I was a half decent player. That was my only route. And it was a fun one.
Well, back in your day, Rick, I mean, you were a number 1 overall pick at the NHL Draft. I don't imagine NCAA was even something back then that top prospects like you would even think about.
No, the major junior route was the quickest way to get the opportunity to be drafted, and the college route was up and coming, and you got to give them full marks. The way that they've improved that NCAA quality of coaching, quality of players that are coming out of it, and it's been a real big change from what it was back in my years in the '70s to what we have currently, where you got a lot of great players that are coming out of college that are ready to make that jump right into the NHL. And it's a testament to, that whole program, if you will, of paying guys to develop guys and getting the results, and obviously getting a lot of players that are turning out to be real bona fide NHL stars, and, compliment to them.
Yeah, listen, that college route was there for me. I would have probably been better off playing junior when you really think of it, the way I played. Greeny could have never played college. He's never read a book in his life. He's just a big dumb defenseman.
I can't read. Yeah. Totally illiterate, can't read.
Well, that NCAA route is certainly helping the Canadiens. You look at Cole Caulfield, Lane Hudson, Jacob Fowler, and now Michael Hage. You can add him to that list. Anyway, that's it for this bonus episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. We'll have one more bonus episode coming up over the next few days. You can look for that. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the Hockey Inside Out YouTube channel. And you can also watch Hockey Inside Out now on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.